Morning, everybody. I'd love to talk about health quickly. Clearly, it's one of the three main pillars of Take What You Need, the key to health, wealth, and happiness. And we kind of feel like we think we understand what health is, but there's some massive myths and false beliefs around health. And I think that one of them is this idea that health is kind of something that's out there, something that you need to strive to achieve. It's difficult. It's not yours. You have to become something different in order to enjoy health, and it's not for everybody. That's not true. You look around in nature. Every organism knows how to maintain health. So what actually is health? Well, you could describe it as homeostasis. You could describe it as a state of balance that is natural and that your body can achieve without you. You don't even need to use your brain much. However, we'll qualify that in a second. Health is your natural state. It is your birthright. Now, problem is, within the natural world, managed by the laws of nature, the laws of biology, right? Your body would just crack on, maintain homeostasis, everything in constant kind of tension, balance, right? But keeping itself functional, the same as every tree will do, right? Trees, animals, they can get injured, they can repair themselves, they know how to do it, right? You don't need to be that smart. You could be as smart as a dandelion and still know how to respond to insults from and stresses from nature, okay? Now it does get a bit more complicated when you get to human beings, because we've got this society that is set up to profit from you and to profit from ignorance and to profit from your stress and to profit as well from your suffering. So fundamentally, we are raised to believe that health is something to strive for, something that's out there, and it's difficult to achieve. That is a myth. We are told to eat crap that we haven't evolved to eat, right? In applying Take What You Need logic to it, right? You should put into your body what it needs: essential amino acids, essential fatty acids, load of micronutrients, minerals, vitamins, okay? All of which you can get from the natural world quite easily from eating whole foods, particularly the meat and fat of large animals. Right? Now we've been miseducated to believe the opposite, to believe that things like grains are good for you, and seed oils, which have only existed for 150 years, right, which are industrially extracted and actually toxic for the human body. We've been told that they are heart healthy. So it's difficult. It's been made difficult. And then when you do get sick, because you will suffer, you will fall into chronic illness, chronic disease, which is now affecting the majority of people and will kill most of us and kills 90% of people over the age of 60, right? We are not living, by the way, we are not living to our natural lifespans. There's plenty of evidence, both within biology and historical record, to say that human beings should be living up to 120, if not 130. Right? So this idea that we decline in our 60s and 70s and dependent on a load of pharmaceuticals, and then suffer, again, it's a complete myth, but it's built into our society. So we've been told to eat crap. Eating crap makes you chronically ill. Chronic ill health makes you the perfect customer for the pharmaceutical sector. Again, this has only existed for around 100 years, created by Rockefeller and Carnegie, and it's designed to give you drugs that will cover up the symptoms and address some of the symptoms of your problem, but not address the fundamental root. The fundamental root is your body's just not in balance. It's really simple. So it's the food system and the pharmaceutical system work hand in hand to keep you in ill health. And yet again, there are more layers to it as well. Again, problem with our society and the way that we are raised. which is chronic stress. This has been the huge wake-up call for me in 2025. I was thinking that nutrition is all you need, just go full carnivore, high-fat keto, whatever. And there's people not healing. Why are they not healing? Well, this is where the autonomic nervous system comes in. It has two modes that it moves between, right? There's always one that's dominant. The sympathetic mode is fight or flight. And everything shuts down that is not essential to the survival of the individual in that present moment, right? So that everything is put towards your immediate awareness, your lungs, your heart, your skeletal muscles, so that you can get away from the lion. And that includes your deep healing. When you're in the parasympathetic mode, you can deep heal. It's rest, digest, repair, and heal. Okay, so ancestrally, and here's the thing, right? We are meant to be in stress some of the time. Fair enough. But ancestrally, we would have probably spent about 75% of our lives in the parasympathetic nervous state, dominance, where you are resting and repairing. Okay, and that's how we may be living to those ripe old ages. Unfortunately, again, modern life, for the reasons that we've said, and money stresses and all this other stuff, this radical sense of disconnection that we have with the real world, reality, right? Your birthright, which includes health and wealth and happiness. Okay, we've been disconnected from all of that. Leaves us in a state of stress. When you're in a state of stress, you can't deep heal, you get sick, you get dependent. Perfect customer for big food and big pharma. And the food is set up to be addictive as well. So there's loads and loads and loads to unpack. But fundamentally, this is what we're talking about. Health is not difficult. You don't have to spend your life in the gym. I go to the gym every couple of days and I'm in there for 10 minutes. Okay? You don't have to spend ages in meditation and grounding. Now, brilliant if you can, right? So I'm out every day in nature with the dog. It's fantastic. I get my feet on the ground. But unless you can spend 3/4 of your life doing that and really getting into that deep healing state, it's going to be very difficult. And that's where the matured hops extract miracle drops come in. This is something that I believe I'm just going to take for the rest of my life. Can't see any reason not to. It's a complete no-brainer. If you want to know anything more about that, just drop me a comment, just put the word more, and I'll tell you more about the miracle drops. But if you take nothing else away from this short talk, health is your right. It is your right. And you can claim it. And unfortunately, it's going to take some courage and determination to stand up to society, because you've got to appreciate this society is not set up for your health and well-being. This society is set up for you to be sick, dependent and addicted, and a good customer, pretty much like livestock. But the difference with livestock is, for livestock to go to market, they've got to be in a good state of health. So there's actually an economic incentive for farmers to keep livestock healthy. Whereas for the way that our society is run, there's more economic incentive to keep you sick. So yeah, sorry to be the bearer of bad news on that, but there is hope. Health is your birthright. It is there to be grabbed. It's not out there. It's not too difficult. It's not beyond you. If you want to explore this in detail and depth, then I would love to invite you onto the Take What You Need Founders Circle. It's starting in 51 days from the time of me recording this, and it's going on for 16 weeks, and we're going to workshop all of this stuff in detail: health, wealth, happiness, the whole kit and caboodle. We're going to share our stories, share our successes from the past. Maybe you've done work on this in the past. Maybe you've worked with clients on health, wealth and happiness in the past. Doesn't matter. Or whether it's just something where you feel like you can sense this state of stress and dissatisfaction with life. Fantastic. Come and join us. I'd love to invite you on there. If you want to know more about that, again, just drop me a message and I'd love to invite you. Have an amazing day.